Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, just watched episode 3 of... Okay, because it is very, 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 very difficult for me to pronounce this show properly, in the title, in the title of the episode review, I'm going to call it, in the Japanese, in the name it's saying. But I'm going to refer it as God Killer, because I can't say that word perfectly. Well, this is episode 3 of, like I said, Campione. Campione. I can't even say it properly. Campione. God Killer. This episode was pretty interesting, I have to say, to an extent. We're going to see a lot of gods from different walks of, I guess you could say, religion, or different folk tales. In this episode, before we get into what happened specifically, I just want to let you know, the god that he's going to challenge now, KUSANAGI, is, believe it or not, a Greek god, Athena. Interesting. Very interesting kind of thing going on. So anyway, beginning of the episode, we have Maria, which is the girl, the priestess. And she gets informed from... I forgot that guy's name. Let me just go check that guy's name. I believe his name was... not 100% sure on this, but I believe his name... Let's see. Trying to find his name. Omakasu. Yeah, Omakasu. Amakasu. Well, anyway, Amakasu, he bumps into Maria, and tells her, you know, that we have a problem, and the problem is that you need to ask KUSANAGI if he had gotten this tablet thing, this thing that he got that is supposedly, I forgot the exact word of what it was, but it is, can't really say it, it's very hard to say, Goroganthia or something. It's basically an item that interests Athena, supposedly. And she's asking him that you need to go and you need to ask him if he had acquired it. Because if he has, shit's gonna hit the fan, basically. Basically, it's like one of those end of the world kind of things. So what ends on happening is, she's walking to school and telling him, oh, he does. She's walking to school and realizes, saying, you know, oh, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't put himself in jeopardy like that. And then, of course, this item, we later find out, is the item that Erica gave KUSANAGI while they were in Rome. But moving right along, you know, we see them going to the school and so on and so forth and what have you. And, you know, Erica's really fucking popular, like to the point where it's like letters coming off the window for her. And those are about the girls. But every time she's sitting down next to him in the classroom and the girls are looking at him, it's like, why is she with him? Ooh. And they leave, kind of like pissed off at him. And then she says, you know, an interesting liner saying, you know, if everyone leaves you, I will never leave your side. Okay, so moving right along. Maria tells KUSANAGI, I'm going to just call him by his last name, KUSANAGI, that we need to talk, because she wants to ask him about this item, if he had acquired it or not. And if he did, it's a problem. So, she's on the roof talking to him about it, and so and so forth, about it, and says, "Oh, no, 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 I would never gotten it," saying that, "No, I didn't get it," and so forth, saying that I already, and he already had enough trouble with his father's tablet. He's just like, "Oh, thank goodness," and then she explains to him what it looks like, saying it's this round stone, like metal thing, this metal made out of stone, and there would be like a snake on it. And then he gives a reaction like, "Ooh, like, I do have it." And then she's like, she's so infuriated at him. Like, "You need to be more serious about this, blah, 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 blah. This is the end of the world we're talking about here." And he's like, are you? I don't know if you're being serious or not. She's like, with the way she's talking. So, moving right along, what ends on happening is, Kusanagi goes with Maria, and she explains further details to him about the situation with this amulet, and that Athena is after the amulet, and you can't destroy it. You can't destroy the amulet. We can only seal it, so to speak. And while she's talking to him, Erica shows up, and she's like one of those things saying like, "You better get away from my man, bitch." Well, that's what it seems like. She's like, "I'm the only person who can play with him and have you." It's like, okay. And that's what she's basically telling her. And after that, she says, "Well, then you should just she's telling Maria, search to see if you can find where she is. And then she uses her power to search for the goddess, I should say, which is Athena. And she's searching her, finally finds her. And that's when, in this situation, they decide then, and then to go after her after she's found her. And then I think Erica says an interesting line. Saying, "Oh, well, that was fast," And then they just her and Kusanagi run off to find Athena and confront her. So eventually they find her and they confront her, and this is monologuing between the two of them, and she's saying, he's saying, "Oh, why do we have to fight, blah blah blah," and he says, "Oh," she's like, her appearance is weird in this show. She looks like a little girl. I mean, but you know what they say. Can't judge a book by its cover. So basically what ends on happening is, she's kind of pissed at him because he won't fight her. So what ends on happening is, at one point, Ericus fights her, but is thwarted. Is stopped by Athena, because what happens is Athena puts over this barrier over her and stops her. And while she stops her, she starts disappearing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then she shows up in front of Kusanagi, and she says this interesting line saying, "You're a good man and everything," and she feels that she has to do this. And what she does is she kisses him. And at first, I had no idea what she did. What it was she used her words to bind him, supposedly. Spellbind him, if you will. And what ends on happening is with her saliva coming out. This show is very crazy. Very sexual. I don't want to say too much sexual, but very romantic and a lot of kissing going around. But anyway, this binds him, and he's conscious for a couple of minutes, then he falls down. And then Athena's like saying, "Oh, I'll have to destroy the corpse." So she's going to kill him. And then that's when, can't take any more, what's-her-face, Erica. So she starts fighting her, and she's saying to her, "Oh, I'm going to protect my master," and so on and so forth. But he's more than just the master to her. She wants to, get some of that. Okay, so basically that's what she's saying, and she starts fighting her, and back and forth, and they go back and forth. And at one point during the fight, it seems like Athena's got the upper hand, and she's going to beat Erica. But Erica's able... She's not really fighting Athena, Erica. She's just buying time. Buying time for her to trap her, and then she grabs Kusanagi and leaves. Meanwhile, we have Malia, who's been given the time she needs. She's running away, running to the shrine, I guess, to seal the medal. And I apologize, I forgot the name of the medal. I should write that down next time I get these, sayings. Anyway, we run along. She gets interrupted by Liliana. She's the other part of this harem. She's got a sword and everything, and she's trying to stop her from doing that because she obviously wants to steal it back and take it with her. So what ends up happening is, from that scene, is Amakasu shows up in a car, and he gets Maria in a car and binds Liliana in this wall, this barrier, and they go in the car and they run off. And he asks her, "Oh, do you have the the thing?" Sorry, I forgot the name of it. And she says yes. And then she's thinking to herself, Liliana, what were you doing that for that? Anyway. After that situation, we see Kusanagi. He's unconscious. He's seeing the ram. I guess that's one of the other powers he has, the ram, of his god-killing powers. And he sees the ram. Ooh, son of a headache. And he wakes up and he sees, what's-her-face, Erica. And they're basically talking small talk, saying, about... and he says, he feels bad that her beautiful hand got marred for, him and everything, and so on and so forth. And what ends up happening here in this scene is she tells him that obviously don't have many choices here, and the only choices is, number one, you let her become fully completed, Athena, and then you fight her, or number two, stand in her way. So she then decides to give him information about Athena. So the entire time she decides to do this, that she's going to give him information about Athena. Because she said that if she did do it normally, it would take like 100 days. Because that's how long her history is, apparently, Athena. So what she does is she kisses him. And with tongue. Wow. This show's getting really good. So, yeah, with tongue. And while she's kissing him, she's actually reading him, giving him all the information about Athena. And believe it or not, about Athena, about her father is obviously Zeus. Her mother is, not actually what her mother's name was. And her obviously sister is Medusa. And, that even though she's not like Medusa, she still is a goddess of the snake, and so on and so forth. Okay, so while that happens, she gives him the information, and then Pete backs her off, tells her to stop, because when they get up and they look at the sun as it's setting, it turns black. Ooh, black sunset. So obviously Athena is going through the town and just turning everything black, and she's ready to attack, to go and get that metal thing. Sorry, I forgot the name of that thing. And that's pretty much what happens in this episode. That's where it ends. The next one is going to be called, I believe, Athena something of the night. So that's basically what happened. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I like where this is going. There seems to be a lot of kissing in this show, and you know, I actually like this show. This show can grow on you really quickly. I mean, some people think that they're going too fast with it. It's not explaining a few things here and there, but I like it. I like it. It's a harem. Go figure. It's a harem. It's got action. A god killer. I mean, come on, a god killer. No matter how many times I watch this show, I just think about that. You're killing a god. And, well, I should say goddess now. You're killing Athena. And it's not like they're throwing out names that are just not known. These are known deities. I mean, Athena from, you know, Greek mythology. I mean, that's pretty crazy shit there. So, but anyway, this was a good episode. I thought it was interesting. We didn't get to see the overall fight with Kusanagi going up against Athena, but obviously next week's episode, it's like he's gonna just fight her and see what transpires. I like this show. I like the things I like about this show really that I'm expecting for is the harem thing. The harem thing is great. I just love the fact that it's a harem. That and the fact that this guy is killing gods. You know how amazing that is? Oh, man. Can you imagine you were able to kill a god? A known god like that? Amazing. Simply amazing. But that's all I got for you guys for today. Haven't decided if I'm going to do another review tonight. Really, there's nothing else to review. It's just this and, oh, I got XL World. And a little show for the other channel. Yeah, so probably tomorrow. So yeah. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. This has been Bonkai922. Got some good comments for the fairy tale review. But this show, God Killer. I can't call it the other one because I'll butcher the name to pieces. So I'm just say the name in the beginning of each review and then just call it God Killer later on. But we'll see how this transpires. I mean, the other god was impressive that he killed beforehand in the first episode. But this one, Athena, ooh, this is something else. This is going to be special. Yeah, a really, famous, like I said, goddess here. And I want to see how he's going to fight her because obviously she kissed him and poisoned him with her words. It was like a deep kiss. And I'm like, he's getting so much, you know, what I want to say. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. This is Bonkai922. Watch God Killer. Watch it. It's a good show. See ya.